Okay, welcome back everyone. You already know who this is, and today we got yet another unboxing video for you guys. And you guys see the title. It's the Hiya Toys Rodan from Godzilla King of the Monsters, specifically the Flameborn version, the one that lights up in UV light, which I might be able to show, actually, matter of fact. And so I think you guys know why I got this figure. Yeah, so if you don't know, not too long ago, Supernova started filming in Mexico City, and we all know a certain Titan, fiery Titan, who was in Mexico and King of the Monsters, Rodan. Now I know you're gonna say, after King of the Monsters, Rodan went to a volcano in Fiji to rest, but at the same time, that was back in 2019. And the MonsterVerse has been so inconsistent. So at this point, that whole thing could be retconned. He could literally go back to freaking Mexico. Now I know, again, it's Mexico City, not Isla de Mara, where Rodan was in King of the Monsters. But either way, there's no way they'll film in Mexico knowing there was once a popular Titan in Mexico and not include him in the movie. Come on. Rodan's coming back for Supernova. He's got to. It's about fucking time. Let's get straight into this. So again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, or else this guy will come clap your cheeks tonight. Alright, the road to 800 subs continues on. Let's get to it. Alright, so I got this from Amazon. As you can see, I have to do this one like this so I don't leak my address, so I don't dox myself. Okay, do it like this so you guys can see. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, Rodan was definitely a fan favorite in King of the Monsters. They did him dirty, I'm not gonna lie, but man, he left such a massive impact in the movie. And yes, so not only Rodan, but I also got some Slipknot CDs, because you know I'm a Slipknot fan, big Slipknot fan. I did a video on Slipknot recently, not too long ago. You guys should definitely check it out. But yeah, got these CDs, and yeah. But anyways, we're here for Rodan for this video, and here is the main box. Let me put this on the ground, get this out of the way, and here it is. Here is the box for Rodan Flameborn version. Let's fucking go. Oh, let's fucking go. The king of the skies, Rodan himself. And I gotta say, King of the Monsters absolutely had the best scaling in the entire MonsterVerse, and Rodan probably had the best scaling out of all the other Titans. And definitely, in my opinion, Rodan has the best sound effects in the MonsterVerse. That's just me though. But in my opinion, he's got the best sound effects, and he was such a fucking badass. And his awakening scene, that was fucking sick. Again, Rodan, let's fucking go. Here's the back of the box. A nice shot. Very unique box. Definitely the most unique box from Hiya that I've ever gotten so far. Now I know I'm a little late on this guy, but you know, the Supernova hype is real. And again, also one of the actors for Supernova, I forgot his name, the guy from Stranger Things, and he posted a random story about Rodan, Showa Rodan, around the same time that they started filming in Mexico City. Do what you will with that information, but again, it's about time Rodan comes back. And if the new Empire could bring back Mothra, I don't see why not Supernova cannot bring back Rodan. They definitely can, and they should. It's about time Rodan makes his grand return for his redemption mark. I hope I can't speak today. It's like midnight right now, and I got work in the morning, so yeah, I'm probably gonna fuck up my sleep schedule just a bit, but it's alright. Okay, alright, tape has been cut. So what I've heard from this guy, he's got bendy wire wings, and this one specifically has a nice UV light feature on his wings. All right, here we go. No instruction manuals. That's fine. Okay, flip them over. All right, here he is. He's a lot bigger than I imagined. That's crazy. All right, come on, let's open this up. Is there tape? Yes, there is tape. Huh, interesting. Okay, that one's out. And there's gotta be one here too, I'm assuming. Okay. Yep. Alright. We're ready to go. Rodan, King of the Skies, the Fire Demon. Let's fucking go. I look forward to your big return in Supernova against Space Godzilla. Alright, so let's get the stand out of the way. Never mind, let's get Rodan out first. Why the hell not? Alright. Here is Rodan himself. And straight off the bat, this guy is fucking beautiful to look at. Look at that. Oh, that is so fucking cool. I am a huge fan of this design for Rodan. And easily probably my best incarnation of Rodan, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. There's not really much just to show Rodan, his own film, and then with Godzilla's. And then the Heisei Rodan, Millennium Rodan, and then Singular Point. I guess the anime trilogy too with Godzilla Earth. And now of course King of the Monsters. And this easily is the best design, in my opinion. Just look at this shit, bruh. Look at that shit, bruh. This is so fucking peak. Oh, he's got to return in Supernova. Such a beautiful ass design. This is so fucking cool. Hiya Toys absolutely nails their Monsterverse figures. I cannot wait to see what they do with their Toho Godzilla stuff. And from all the stuff that I've seen, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from those stuff. But I'll have to wait till I get my hands on one of them. But for the time being, we got Rodan. And alright, let's check out this bendy wire feature. Okay. That actually works pretty smoothly. That's really cool. The only thing I'm concerned of, over time it'll break. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Alright. Let's get his stand out of the way. Very interesting looking stand. So here's the actual stand itself. Don't know why there's 4 pegs or whatever. Pins or whatever you call them. Here's the actual thing to hold them. Of course, just do it like this to make it easier. Here's the actual base. So you just plug it in. See if I can do this correctly. This is my first ever Hiya Toys stand. So, see if I can do this. This is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more used to the Tamashii Nations stands. Either way, here it is. It seems pretty stiff, so I guess that's fine. But we'll see how it actually works on Rodan in a bit. I don't know what this is for. There's like H. Anyways, probably not important. Okay, let me get everything out of the way, and we'll take a close look at Rodan himself. Alright, so we're taking a closer look at Rodan. As we can see, this guy is sculpted so fucking perfectly and painted very nicely. Look at that color. This is fucking cool. That chart, that like magma-like color. This is fucking awesome. And I'm gonna see if the UV light feature works, if I can show it on camera with my LED lights, because it's an orange color, so it might work. I have some stuff in my collection that's like orange, like Goku's clothes, that actually like sort of like brightens up with my LED light. So maybe we can get a little glimpse of Rodan's UV light feature. But anyways, let's get straight into articulation. So the head, the mouth can open up on the jaw. Very nice. Alright, about that far I'm assuming. And then the head So on a ball joint, very nice. This piece of the neck on a ball joint, and then that piece of the neck, all on ball joints. Very nice. Very cool. Okay, and then the wings, bendy wires, as we just saw. So that's pretty cool. Flipping down if you want to. Yep. Alright, so that's cool. And then the wings themselves attached on the ball joint, I'm assuming. Yeah, on the ball joint. So you can move them up like this, down like this, and up like this, down like this. Okay, very nice. And then we got a nice ball joint here for the torso. So we can get some really nice shots. Like he's about to grab the Argo jet. And then we're attacking Ghidorah. Tails on the ball joint. Very nice. And then the legs. I'm assuming, yeah, there's a ball joint here for the legs. And like, I'm assuming, yeah, a nice bend at the knee. You can also twist it side to side as well. 360 actually. Pretty nice. Of course, a nice bend at the knee as well. Okay. And then here for the feet, a nice, very nice hinge. Back and forth. Okay, better view. And then that's all for the feet. They don't rotate, and that's fine. And yeah, for articulation, Rodan doesn't have much entirely. It is a good amount, but considering this is Rodan we're talking about. He's a winged giant pterodactyl-like creature. So, giant bird. So, you can't really expect way too much articulation on him like Godzilla, Kong. So, for Rodan, they nailed it. Sculpt, paint, articulation, all perfect. For accessories, he comes with a stand. Okay. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Alright. This doesn't feel very secure, I'm not gonna lie. Push it down. I mean, it works, but Rodan feels a little too heavy for this stand. Yeah, definitely on my bed at least. Oh, never mind, we got to stand a little bit. Okay, so, alright. We got Rodan on the stand, on its own on my bed, which is very nice to see. See if we can pose him. About to attack Ghidorah. And that one shot in the movie. Very cool looking figure, bro. I really like this figure a lot. Rodan's such an awesome character. Such an awesome monster. And yeah, they fucking nailed it on this guy. And alright, so let's see if we can do the UV light feature. Let's see if it works. I'm about to turn off my normal lights and it'll just be my LED lights. Let's see if this works. I don't think so, but it's worth a shot, you know. Oh, we do have some results. Okay, not a lot, but it's better than nothing. I didn't really care too much for this feature. It was a cheaper Rodan that I could find, and they both looked awesome, so I went with this one because it was cheaper. But yeah, you can definitely see the LED light feature right now, even just with my LED lights. So I can see like the tip of his wings are glowing. His head is glowing too, a little bit. See if you guys can see it from here. Yeah, you can see the tips are glowing, and then his head, as you can see, is glowing a little bit. I don't think the camera, yeah, in person you see it a lot more. This camera's not doing it justice, but he's definitely glowing a lot on his head. And looking at the camera, he's glowing a lot brighter than what you guys seeing on the camera. So it is brighter with just these LED lights, because I know it'll be more effective with an actual like black light or whatever it's called. But regardless, this is a really cool feature I like. This side of his head is really going a lot. See if you guys can see that. Bro, this guy can absolutely aura farm with any pose you give him. Just look at that. Complete aura right there. Rodan's such a fucking goated character, man. I love Rodan. He's such a fucking cool character. He better return in Supernova. This is so fucking cool. Look at Rodan, bro. He's such a fucking badass. God, I love this figure. This is so fucking cool. Alright, so let's bring the lights back on. Okay, so you can get a better view. And so, we got articulation done. Sculpt and paint apps done. So, let's get into some quick size comparisons. Alright, for some quick size comparisons, here is Rodan compared to the ESH Monstars Godzilla Evolved and Godzilla Kong the New Empire. And as you can see, they look pretty nice compared to each other. This definitely works a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get a brand new Kong, because the only Kong I have is the GVK Playmates one. So I definitely need a higher quality Kong to display him with these two. And then with my Monster Art Space Godzilla, I'll have my Supernova roster display. Because again, Rodan needs to come back on Supernova. But either way, here he is compared to Godzilla Evolved. And they definitely look awesome next to each other. So definitely, you can definitely display them together. And up next, of course, you see him right here. The Demoniacal Fit Son Goku. Very nice. As again, his orange color glows with my LED lights, so I wasn't too surprised that Rodan would glow a little bit too. But yeah, here they are compared to each other. Very nice. And then up next, we have the Jack Specific 6-inch Rodan's scale. And this one's a bit interesting. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Hiya Toys wings have a bigger wingspan size. But either way, this is one like my first Rodan figure from the Monsterverse. And they look pretty cool, nice next to each other. But now on to the final comparison, which is definitely the most interesting one here, because we got the NECA Rodan from King of the Monsters, and this is where things get a little bit interesting. When I first saw this guy, like promo pics, I honestly, this goes for like every Hiya Toys Godzilla from the Monsterverse. Every time I see a picture of like Godzilla from Hiya, I honestly don't see much of a difference from the NECA figure until I actually compared the two. And so here is the same thing. When I first saw him, pictures of this guy, I thought it looks just like the NECA. But now having these two together, man, there is a big fucking difference. The paint, the sculpt, look at the head sculpt. This is fucking crazy. And let's check the wingspan. No surprise, Hiya's got the bigger wingspan. And this is not a bad figure too, by the way. This is actually a really good figure for Rodan. But of course, Hiya Toys' new kid on the block, and they fucking nailed it with this guy. I will say though, NECA had the better stand, which I have it right here. The tip of the volcano base, where you display him on top, like so. And yeah, this is really cool. Really nice accessory to have. Let me see if I can put the new Rodan on the display. I might be able to. I don't think so though. No, I don't think so. Sadly, this would have been so fucking cool. But I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe with the standard Tamashii Nation. Yeah, no, this is not gonna fit. But with the standard Tamashii Nations stand, it might work. We'll have to try that out later. But again, you can have Rodan here. Bend his wings a little. So we can do this. You can have a nice sort of, it looks okay. You can definitely display him like that. Or you can try out the Tamashii Nation stand, see if it fits. And if it does, you can definitely put Rodan on top like that. That would be fucking cool. I hope it does work when I actually try it. But yeah, so again, compared to the NECA, it's obvious which one's superior. I don't have the Monster Arts one, but I don't need one anymore because I got this guy now. And he's definitely my definitive Rodan figure. And I'm super fucking happy to have him. Okay, and so overall, Rodan here, Flameborn version from Hiya Toys, turned out to be absolutely fantastic. Sculpt, paint, mwah, perfect. Articulation, perfect for what it is, a Rodan figure. Sculpt, I mean, size, great. Definitely looks good with your other figures that you might have in your collection. And price, I only paid 55 bucks for this guy. Again, he was a cheaper option, and I didn't really care too much about the UV light feature. He was cheaper. They both look awesome, so I went with this one, and I am pretty happy to have this guy in my collection. Rodan's such an underrated character in the Monsterverse, and in general, to be honest. And he definitely needs to return in Supernova, and I hope he will. And I'm about 80% sure he will return. But regardless, this figure turned out to be awesome. So if you don't have a Rodan figure in your collection, definitely go for this one, especially if you're a big fan of the Monsterverse, or at least this design, because this design is fucking peak of the peakest. This is fucking awesome. Rodan is definitely a fan favorite for a reason, and I gotta say, they did my boy dirty in King of the Monsters. But regardless, his redemption arc is near with Supernova, teaming up with Godzilla and Kong to face off against Space Godzilla. That's what I want to see in Supernova. And again, you can recreate the famous swirl scene in Mexico. This shot right here, you can definitely recreate that awesome scene, spinning around. God, I love this figure. I'm gonna have so much fun posing him around. He is gonna be fucking rocking on my display. And yeah, so W figure, W Hiya Toys, once again, they do not fucking miss. Cannot wait to see what they do with their Toho Godzilla stuff when I actually get one in person. Because I know Big Bad Toy Store is taking their time for reasons, understandably. But whenever they do ship their Toho Godzilla stuff from Hiya, you best believe I'm going to upload an unboxing video. And I cannot wait to see what Hiya Toys can do with their Toho stuff. And yeah, so overall, that was my unboxing for the Hiya Toys Flameborn version Rodan figure from Godzilla King of the Monsters. And this was an awesome figure, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. You guys have a great day, great night whenever you're watching this. Y'all stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. 800 subscribers. Let's get to it.